brighter spot ebe Manchester United and Ruben Amorim.
Okay.
This weekend or the first EPL game against Ipswich. So over there na Eric Ten Hag Eddie Manchester United United fans any obi of follow football bia we United fan crana own support Manchester United unim say Eric Ten Hag was really under pressure.
Yes.
And you cannot figure out the structure he wanted to make United play.
Yeah, pattern of playing identity being pattern of playing
United Black Stars here. And you know there was that growing concern and pressure on him. Until finally trigger on him to bring Amorim in there. It was a good news for them. And over the last game, me can't Sporting CP manager now or Basisiano. Over the last game, or the Sporting CP boy, and winning against nobody than Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. It was that resounding 4-5. Is it 4-1 or 4-0?
4-1.
Yes. So Obia all eyes will be on Ruben Amorim, the Odeba United. And in a presentation now, I say player Bakwa waba under criticism. Anthony.
Yeah. And
we want to see how you want to shuffle this United team and how some of the players who said they were performing in the early days of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Sending out mobile like Marcus Rashford and those players, and now we see them as ordinary players, but they are not. All eyes will be how he will set up his play this weekend against Ipswich. All eyes will be on that particular game. It was our game.
Who's a new coach joining a team? Sometimes it becomes blessing in disguise. Emma players and so players need to blessing in disguise. Be those who have been on the fringes for that long. I said under Ten Hag, no among but see, and it's like a lifeline because Mimi Huni say Obemo be a chance. And no nama Anthony conversation no Abba picture him.
Yes, and it is naturally like that because we believe there's a new hand and na eba sisia. When you say otena baby che kakra obeye do some a certain level. Ewo baby awona now oho befuno.
Yeah, but a motivation intrinsically with motivation drop.
Because we see with tactics be
new challenge be
and then at United, one of the biggest criticism among for Eric Ten Hag, how he was managing issues concerning players. Remember, say Ronaldo betrayed him. Only Ronaldo issues, Emmanuel Correnda say Ronaldo any PS Morgan echo yes our interviewer a bit blue you see now, and there was that issue of Jadon Sancho. And also now it was another issue now Eric Ten Hag among for now who say when to me and handle issues in here. All of these things, some of them didn't come to light for us to hear, but internally there was that tension. Not air also. All corner there. Now the players will be free. I'm sure players will be free to play what they want to play because for all you know, when we realize that while you're leader, you are trying to impose certain things on us. We say your leadership and followership. Say you say and you may be we tend not to give our best, and it is part of human setup. The all Canadian they will be intrinsically motivated, and you don't need anything to start from. If you want to build up from a certain level, you went so low at one point in time, and you want to pick up. Now, share Liverpool, share inform Chelsea. You are not meeting Arsenal and the likes, but Ipswich Town. Then I think it's a good place to start from. To me, a winning our game to build a momentum and take off on a brighter note.
Well, bright skeptics, and so or more kasapa na skeptics, me pese me de me ho beka ho. Nti we no comment we the skeptics or more kan kukuwa mu na me de babonten. Obekai 2012. That was 2011. 2011-2012 season. One Portuguese manager be a Pejaye ewo Europe. Andres Villas-Boas. Now, Oshe Villas-Boas ne trajectory as a coach. Any senior or buy into the limelight. Minim trophy ya Portugal honoma wanye. Esanso ko Europe. Eko J.
Yes.
Europa League no. Shetima wa shesheye. Radamel Falcao Tigre. Juvenaldo Vieira de Souza Hawk. James Rodriguez Kukutamo. João Moutinho. Petit mo shesheye. That's what by Chelsea or by England. Anfa. I'm a skeptic, you know, that comparison. So Amorim means so or Portuguese. Villas-Boas and no you're Portuguese. Villas-Boas no a young manager.
I've had the same trend.
Yes, Amorim is a young manager.
But yes, Zeben, when him say the Okano, the man ye more likely to happen. The environment Manchester United. Because United team na after Alex Ferguson in 2013. United team na koye say ye koye chi na aba say sebi around for asan okokakra no aba. And it took Jose Mourinho for a long time after Alex Ferguson for United to win something. What's I say? Say no United environment na Ronaldo bekan. But ni if say oh Ronaldo a big player until no to me can dream. Intine bia na de okanoboa. But later we found out to be true. Before everything had eba no. Na te said the woken ya concerning Villas-Boas no so ye bia with Ayas. And Obekaya, it is this Ayas team that he was leading near De Jong, the late Ruben Amorim. We have the Duvan Tadic.
Yeah, and one Colombian boy be Sanchez,
good.
More David Neres, the late Donny de Van der Beek.
Exactly. Yeah. And they already Ayas team no. Eshe Real Madrid are who is the giants of world football, and especially when it comes to Europe. I'm going to show him 3-1, 3-0, and he led them to also win the Eredivisie here and there. Like he was just winning for fun, and Ayas were playing very good football. What I say? Ain't you know, sa in your way, and as tactics way, and a United 18 FA say okay, only call the young fan embra because they saw that they could do something with everything hack, and Oba and Nikosi saying they can only boast of the Europa. So as I say, into the same environment is there. Ronaldo came back after some 12 or 13 years to come and say the way Nyoma some years ago no is the same thing that is being done here. And you know the environment will determine how Amorim best surviving, regardless of how the rich CV is. How Sporting, you know, he left Sporting with on a very brighter note. Yeah. But Oba no amount be share environment conducive enough. No be share environment na only eja hokono. Ebe diaman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear for what Brighton can one so at the year Remo one call phone call so Ruben Amorim home komo and Yedino kama pa na Ruben Amorim. Skeptics near but I think that we have to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a new manager, Bazen, talented, well educated, and he's an insider. Let me put it that way. Under Mourinho, Juma under Mourinho, Man United. Minjini say be a cultural shock, be an atmosphere, intimidating Amano, and he's a former footballer. Portugal or more than 20 caps for Portugal, playing at the FIFA World Cup, and even with the Portuguese league, you know, any league a bit miyaka say ne standard ever from. So we can only wish him the very best of luck.